Okay, so that boy fesify has a new channel called Fight. Go subscribe to that. And one of the first videos is Tristan Tate brutally honest on Andrew Tate's return to boxing. Okay, yeah, Andrew Tate is fighting again, which I've been wondering for the longest time. Why hasn't Andrew Tate stepped in the ring as somebody who trains every day and fights every day? Like, it's strange to me why he doesn't actually still compete, because that man still be training. But apparently he's ready, and yeah, let's see what his brother thinks about it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go.
And then I'm going to knock him out in front of the world.
He gave his honest opinion on his brother making a comeback fight. Tristan is the closest person to him. Andrew Tate is nearly 40 now. He spoke about his return fight and also the money that Andrew will be getting for it as well. It's going to be a very tidy paycheck.
Andrew's had 86 professional fights, and I've assisted him in training for every single one of them. I've been in his corner for almost every single one of them. I say almost because when I was fighting on the same show, it was impossible to be both his corner man and the fight preceding his. You know, it's just another day. It's just another day. The funny thing is, and the ironic thing about this entire fight is, when I used to fight back in the day for small amounts of money, 300 pound, 400 pound, 500 pound, I joke now like I was fighting for nothing back then. But back then, the money actually made a difference to my month. I don't know how many millions Andrew's going to pay for this fight, but the money we're fighting for now is actually more insignificant to me than any other amount I've ever had him fight for. That's a bit wild. So I guess he's just doing it to kick ass, and he's going to win.
We may even see Tristan himself make a return to the ring as well. There's also the tag teams, which will be huge money matchups. The brothers versus the other brothers, Tate's versus Paul.
Yo, if Tate versus Paul's tag team matchup pull up, bro, that shit would go crazy. Like, the pay-per-view, well, do we still do pay-per-views? But that shit would... Whoa.
Tristan, are you making a comeback?
You know, I'm thinking about it.
Not a good coach. Thank you very much.
That was zesty.
I said in my last video, I don't think it is a huge risk. Chase isn't the best boxer. He's had a few, and we actually got a response from Andrew Tate's next opponent in our comments. He said, L take L video. You have zero fight knowledge and shown highlights from my first boxing match. Since then, I've had 9 consecutive knockouts and I haven't lost a fight in years. When December 21 rolls around, be ready to apologize and me ignore it. Do better. And people in the comments are literally mocking him, saying, you'll be getting knocked out, you big lanky clown. So I felt bad after that. So I said, let's find some more recent footage. And this was one of his last opponents. Where the hell did they find this guy? This was not registered, not a
Bro, this guy's fighting a whole Teletubby, bruv.
pro bout. These are the kind of people he's been warming up on and saying that he's been knocking out. He looks like he just walked in out of nowhere through this bout. And fair play to anyone gets in the ring, but this guy is acting like he's been competing against top level opponents. In a interview recently that was on TMZ Sports, we get to find out a little bit more information around this fight. It reveals some details about rematch clauses and how the fight even come about that he got the Tate fight.
Pretty much Andrew Tate is, you know, very hated online. I mean, are you going to beat him up for the haters? Are you going to do it for the people?
You know what it is? It's like, he's got to answer.
Oh, no, you gonna get smacked, my brother. Like, nah, but Tate, as much as you want to talk about Tate, bro, when it comes to fighting, Tate is serious, bro. Tate's training every day. I'm not saying this Chase man is not serious, but this Chase man is a bit of a talker, bro. He's fighting clowns. He's always fighting clowns, bro. I've only seen this man fight clowns, to be fair. Maybe I've missed some of his better fights. But this guy has such an ego. Look at his face. Of fighting some clowns, bro. People we've... Yeah, whatever, bro. Oh, man, damn. My bad. Wow.
For everything he's done. You know, I come from reality TV. I have a huge girl audience. A lot of people hate this man, and you know,
I have a huge girl audience. What the fuck does that have to do with anything, sir? What the hell?
if there's one thing about me is it's like I'm gonna be the judge, the juror, and the executioner come December 20th, and he's gonna have to answer for everything he's done, and I'm gonna knock him out in front of the world.
I think Tate
I don't think so, boy.
walk all over him if they get into verbal confrontations, if he's going to say that he's doing this for women because women are his fan base. He does have a big following in the reality TV world, but it's the experience that he lacked in boxing overall. You've seen the kind of opponents that he's been facing. He hasn't had them big established fights on misfits yet against someone with a bit of experience.
Okay, so how did this fight even come together with Tate? Like, how did this all come about?
My team and I, we were discussing what was going to be next for us. Initially, we were supposed to fight the brother of Tommy Fury, especially after all the whole Molly May drama. That fight fell through, and you know, we've been on a 9-fight knockout streak now. And you know, Andrew Tate has been watching me recently, keeping up on everything that I've been doing. I see him viewing my stories, and you know, he had the balls to reach out to Mams and say, "Hey, I want to come back to fighting, and I want to challenge the heavyweight champ." And I said, "You know what? Anytime, any place, anywhere." So.
Okay, good.
He's a heavyweight champ? Of what?
Oh, I mean, so let's be real. How much? What is a check looking like? You know, to fight Tate right now. What are we talking number wise?
I mean, I don't want to make anybody jealous or anything, but I could fight this fight and then I could retire from boxing comfortably. Obviously, like there's a lot of stipulations that we had to go through. He got to pick the weight. He's got a rehydration clause. He's got a rematch clause in there. So it's actually a 2-fight deal if I win. And yeah, you know, I'm gonna make sure I'm looked after, my team's looked after, and yeah, you know, we're making quite a bit of money off of it.
At one point, Andrew Tate was the most Googled man on the planet. And of course, there is haters that are women and men. There's a lot of people that would love to see the new version of Andrew Tate get knocked out. And then there's people that love Andrew Tate and generally want to see if he's still got some of that ability left. And it's boxing.
Bro, I promise you that nigga's not knocking Andrew out, bro. He's just not doing it, bro. Like, there's men and then there's boys, bro. That's all I can say. There's men and then there's boys. And sometimes you can just see who are the men and who are the boys. That's all I can tell you.
Boxing, so he's got to adjust as well. It will be interesting to see this bout, and a lot of people are going to be tuned in.
And he's banking on, you know, experience that he had before his prison sentence 15 years ago. And I'm going to go in there and I'm going to make him feel every single punch, every single word. I'm going to embarrass him in front of the whole world.
Oh, but boy, you're going to eat those words. I just know, bro. There's certain things I know. Like, I'm not even a Tate D-rider, but I've watched Tate long enough and I've seen this guy's fights. Enough fights to know that him versus Tate, brother. I don't know, bro. I don't know if you want to do that, bro. I really don't. But Tate is old. So maybe he gets him there.
So he's going to be a lot.
One thing that they have got with Chase, he has a completely different demographic. The most bizarre thing I've ever seen is this guy standing with his camera into the mirror, just talking about why he's going to beat Andrew Tate.
Yeah, this guy is just one of those, like, he's just one of those pretty boy type, like, cocky, like, you know, because I have muscles, I'll fuck you up type person, bro. You know, he just seems like those, you know, like...
Guy standing with his camera into the mirror, just talking about why he's going to beat Andrew Tate. Like some old-fashioned type content. This guy does, I'll give him his credit, bring a different demographic, like TV reality audience.
All right, you guys know who I'm fighting. Let's talk about
Like,
it.
look at them,
He
bro.
might have more followers than me and the Bugattis and the yachts and the helicopters and all that great stuff.
At least you got an iPhone 17 Pro fucking Max, my boy. At least you got that.
It's all fine and dandy. Let me tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to get my 2004 Honda Civic. We're going to drive to the same arena. We're going to have the same people wrapping our hands. We're going to get in the same ring. And we're going to have the same amount of time to punch each other up. And let me tell you what's going to happen. I am the Matrix. I am the guy that you now have to answer to. I'm the judge, I'm the juror, and I'm the executioner. I am the worst punishment that you could ask for. All those people out there, I just want you guys to know I'm going to make this man pay. I'm the first guy he's stepping in the ring with since all of this crap.
What is this, Doug? Like, I can't even take a man seriously, bro. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Came out about him since he became famous, since he was the most Googled man in the world. I'm gonna let you know, you don't need Bugattis, you don't need yachts, you don't need women, you don't need cigars. All you need
It's a shirt. All you needed is to put on a fucking shirt and turn the camera around to your face, not the camera to the mirror. Bro, what are you doing, bro?
Run on and a pair of boxing gloves. I'm gonna go put an end to top G. I'm top C. What happens when you send a cobra to a goat? Guess we're gonna see.
Okay, now you're an idiot. What happens when you send a cobra to a goat?
For the many people wondering if Tate still got it, we're going to do a full breakdown on the recent sparring footage and training camp, but this is some recent stuff of him sparring. If you're interested in the whole scene of influencer boxing, you have to say over the last year or so, there hasn't been much good matchups. The last big event was Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Look at Tate living the life, bruv. Shout out Tate.
Many people didn't enjoy the actual fight. The build-up had a lot of eyeballs on it. So this is needed for influencer boxing. And even rivals like Aiden Ross, who has that separate platform, is saying this is massive and needed right now for the space of influencer or crossover boxing to continue.
I don't think KSI got fired. But I do want to say, guys, W fucking misfits. What the fuck? That's a comeback. And anyone that is genuinely not saying that's a comeback is hating. Bro, the fact that Andrew Tate is boxing is fucking insane. I don't care what anybody says, and that's just a W for them, bro. W misfits, bro. That's awesome. I don't care, bro. That is fucking insane. When I saw that, like, oh my god, who's not gonna want to watch Andrew Tate?
People talk such shit about Aiden Ross, yet Aiden Ross is always showing love to everybody, bro. Even shit that isn't got that shit that has nothing to do with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He be showing love.
Fucking box. Like, what the fuck? So, you gotta just give flowers and you know, give appreciation where it's due, bro. That's fucking awesome. I'm honestly, like, blown away, honestly. I don't know how that deal was looked like or any of that shit, bro, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. They did it. W Misfits, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
We need to see everyone compete in top influence.
He low-key salty, though, because I know he would want Tate fighting on brand risk. I know he would want that. But shout out to him for showing love still.
And big matchups. It could be the first of many to come for Tate.
Yeah, look, I think Tate knows... One thing I feel like also the money is running dry. And when I mean running dry, I don't mean they're going broke. I just mean I feel like the money's not coming in as fast as it used to for Tate. So I feel like he knows that with boxing, bro, that's a huge check every fight, bro. Every fight. So I think he's just decided to pivot because before he said he probably would never return to fighting. But he didn't say he wouldn't. He said he probably wouldn't. But he seems to be returning now. And I think the money incentive, I think he sees how much people are getting from these fights. You know, and he's just like, for one night, can make a couple hundred or a few 50M and up. Alright, man. You know what I'm saying? You go and take it. So I still think he can fight, though. I still think he's a good fighter. You know, he trains all the time. He's not really a braggadocious fighter, too. He's more of just a committed fighter, you know. Whereas Chase is just out here bragging. But, I mean, he's got to sell the fight, too. So, you know what I'm saying? He's doing what he got to do. And, yeah, man, someone got to sell the fight, isn't it? But, yeah, I would be interested to see. Although I just do... Like, for me, it feels unevenly matched. Because, bro, Chase seems like an amateur boxer. Like, no hate towards him. Like, honestly, I have no hate towards him. But he just seems like an amateur boxer, bro. You know, whereas Tate, bro, Tate seems professional. Like a professional top striker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he is a professional top striker. So that's all I'm saying. So, hey, man, I don't know. You could say that, hey, y'all know Chase is younger, so he might have more stamina. I don't know, man. Tate's a pretty stubborn guy. I don't see Tate losing. I just don't see Tate losing, bro. I do not see that. Not to Chase DEMOOR, bro. Maybe to someone else, bro. But not Chase, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one.